Hi everyone, it's Grace from Grace Gets Gastric. Today is Tuesday, February 27th, and I am here with my Week 8 post-op VSG update. So I'll just get right into stats. Again, my name is Grace. I am 5'8", 27 years old, and on January 2nd, 2018, I had the Vertical Sleeve Gastrectomy, or VSG weight loss surgery. My height weight was 354 pounds, and that was in May of 2017. My starting weight day of surgery was 319 pounds. Last week I came at you with a weight of 284.6 pounds, and this morning I weighed in at 282.9. So that is a weekly loss of 1.7 pounds, a loss since surgery of 36.1 pounds, and a loss since my highest weight of 71.1 pounds. So those are my stats. Pretty good. I mean, 1.7 in a week, not the best, but considering that last week I lost 5 pounds, the week before was like 3 something, figured I was kind of due for a slower losing week. So no complaints here. Still doing well. And you know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to have a 5-pound loss every week. It's just not going to happen. So yeah. I continue to be pleased with my weight loss. Let's see. So I mentioned before, I've mentioned a few times I gave up daily weighing for Lent. And I mentioned last week, and I continue to believe it is true, that daily weighing is not a bad thing for me. I know people can get really addicted to the scale or whatever. What I've been learning so far by giving it up, and I gave it up to kind of just make sure that I was being honest with myself. And yeah, I am. I actually found it, the 1.7 pound loss, not a great loss. And I was pretty disappointed. I mean, disappointed-ish when I weighed this morning. Not like crazy disappointed, but like, I think if I had been weighing daily, I would have been less upset about it. I mean, and I'm not super upset or anything, but I mean, for some people, seeing those daily fluctuations throws them off. For me, I just have no idea what my weight is doing day to day, except for when I'm weighing weekly. And so not knowing where I'm at, it's like this, it actually builds up the weekly weighing, the weighing this morning, to a bigger thing than it should be, because I'm just like, who knows what it's going to be? I don't know. For all I know, I went up some weight and then have been, staying pretty steady, and then I just dropped that 1.7 overnight. I don't know what's going on. So actually, I personally find seeing those daily fluctuations more comforting than just going by the weekly. So that's good information for me to know about myself. And of course, I'll continue to check in with myself once I start going. I'm definitely going back to daily weighing after Lent is over. So I just got back from acupuncture. This is my second time going. I talked about it, I think, in my last week video. Very relaxing and nice. I actually thought the appointment was yesterday, so I went there yesterday, and nope, it was today. My back was feeling a lot better after my first appointment, and then kind of started feeling worse again. I actually have physical therapy tomorrow, so we'll see. And then I think I'm actually going to do acupuncture again on Friday. So I'm just going to just hit my back with everything that I've got, because it's just such a pain, and I feel like it's preventing me from, I know that partially I'm letting myself use it as an excuse for not working out the way I want to. But it's also partially legitimate, because I really do not want to hurt it anymore and kind of like further set back my progress. So I'm eager to get that fixed and looked at. Work has just been so busy. Yesterday I started basically doing a new project. So work has been like dead boring for months and months and months. And then I'm now moved over to assist in this new project, and like the kickoff was yesterday. And so it's just super busy, because I was actually planning to work out this morning. I was going to start my morning workouts this week. I was going to do Tuesday, Thursday, but then suddenly I had an 8 a.m. meeting today, and I'm supposed to And I haven't done the morning workouts in a long time, so I was just nervous about being able to get there in time, and it was like a really critical meeting, and I was in like a 5-hour meeting this afternoon, which was just brutal, and basically we have two 5-hour meetings a week, which are just, it's a lot. So work's kind of intense, and it's made it hard to figure out gym stuff as well, because this week has been pretty busy. Well, Monday, I thought I had acupuncture, and I didn't, so that was kind of a wash. And then Tuesday, today, I have acupuncture. Wednesday, I have physical therapy. Thursday, we're doing, first Thursday, the museums in Seattle, the Seattle Art Museum, it's free on the first Thursday of the month, so we're doing that this Thursday, because it'll be the first Thursday of the month. And then I do have Friday free, but then like Saturday, I've got my laser hair removal consultation. So I mentioned that was going to be my goal reward for hitting 285.5. So I've got my consultation Saturday morning, and then I think we're doing IKEA, and then my sister is coming over so we can do measurements and photos for my 2-month post-op video, which will be a little bit late because she's got a life and like can't just come over on a whim to take mostly naked photos of me. So rude. And then Sunday I'm seeing a friend. Anyways, this week is just really busy, and I know it's partially like I'm letting it be an excuse, but like the gym is like a whole thing. I sweat a ton, so it's like I can't do anything immediately after without taking a shower and like making myself look presentable. So that's like a 45-minute buffer on the end of it. And if I don't like to work out if I got a lot of makeup and stuff on, so if I'm coming from like work, then I have to take it off. It's just like a whole thing, and I know I just need to like suck it up and deal with it and stop letting myself use these tiny little things as excuses. But I'm only human. Let's see what else. Oh, I went to my parents' house. I mentioned that, I think in my last video, I went to my parents' house last weekend. It was the first time I'd been away from my apartment, like, sleeping elsewhere since my surgery. So that was just kind of I was curious to see how it would go. It went really well. There were like a few things that I was a little bit snacky. I mean, everything fit within, or I tracked everything, so everything was pretty close to my macros. But I did have a few peanut butter M&Ms. Not very many. Very, very little amount, but I did have those. They just have more like junk food around. And they actually have way less than normal because I think I mentioned my stepmom and my sister-in-law are both doing the Whole30. So they were actually eating more strict than I was. Anyways, that was all fine. It was nice to see them. My nephew was there. So my sister-in-law, it's the first grandchild, and he was born in October, so he's like 3 months, like 3 months, 4 months, and his crib was right outside my room, so I didn't get a lot of sleep this weekend, but it was nice to see them all. I did my taxes. I always do my taxes when I'm there, just because my stepmom used to work in doing that kind of stuff, and so she just, if I have any questions, she can help. But yeah, they were, supportive. There's plenty of good food for me to eat. It wasn't a big issue. So that was nice. I will say, so I live in Seattle. They live in East Wenatchee. That's not going to mean anything to anyone who doesn't live in Washington State. But basically there are 2 big mountain passes that I have to go over to get to where they live. And, it was a little bit snowy on the way there. And then on the way back, the passes, so there are 3 passes. There are 2 ways I can go home. The long way over Pass A, or the shorter way over Pass B and C. And I usually do B and C. Pass A was closed entirely for avalanche warnings. Pass B was traction tires advised, and Pass B, or C, whatever, was chains required for most of Sunday. So we were thinking I wasn't going to actually be able to go home because I don't have chains. So that was a whole annoying thing, and then I ended up being able to go because they at 1:30 or 2 they reduced the warning to traction tires required, which I have traction tires. But I've been having a transmission issue on my car Very minor, but like when I'm going from like 1 to 2, the gears, it kind of like stutters. I've been having it since about a month before surgery, and I mean, it's been on my to-do list since December, but then I had surgery and it took a way back seat. And then I was driving over the pass, and we were like in standstill traffic in like a blizzard going uphill with lots of snow and stuff, and my transmission overheated, and it was like, you need to stop. And I'm like, I can't stop. We're like inching forward. Anyways, it was like a whole thing. I was freaking out. I was like, I'm going to be stranded on this goddamn mountain. It's snowing. Like, it was really stressful. And all I wanted to do was eat all of the protein snacks in my car. So, because I had cheese sticks, and I had a bunch of protein bars, because I had my work backpack with me, and I have kind of like a container of snacks that I pre-portion out just so that I have them with me. So I had like wisps and pork rinds and enlightened bean crisps, dive bars. I just wanted everything. Oh my god. So definitely bringing to light that I am indeed a stress eater. I managed to stay strong through liberal use of mint gum. I think I had like half a pack of mint gum. But yeah, it was very stressful, and definitely brought to light like that I'm definitely a stress eater. Like, that's one of my many things that I do that is not great. And I wanted to comfort myself with this stressful situation. And I'll be honest, like, in that particular moment, I was eating gum to like prevent myself from doing it. But I was like, what possible mental techniques am I going to have to learn how to employ? Like, what? I'm stuck on the side of a mountain with a car that won't go. There wasn't like, I was like mindful breathing. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to overcome this. And it's not like I could really distract myself with something else. Like, I couldn't just like walk away and do something, do an activity. There was nothing to do except for just stew in my car and freak the fuck out. So maybe the gum is just like my go-to solution for the rest of my life. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring this up in therapy next week. But, so yeah, there was that. I also had my second period since surgery. So my first period that I had was like totally normal. I've had fairly irregular periods my whole life. And since I've lost weight, like during the pre-op diet, they've become a lot more regulated. So closer to like 30 days, not more than 30 days, but closer to that. And they've always been pretty short, like 2 to 3 days, moderate flow. And my first one was totally normal. The second one that I started last week, started off rough. I'm just trying to think of, significantly more volume than I'm used to. I went through several of like super tampons. I like ruined a pair of sleep pants, which I haven't done since I was like 14. It was just dark. It was some dark times. I was just like, this is never gonna end. But then it did. The first day, like that, I started like at night. And so that night and that first day were just like, I'm just going to bleed out here. And then it was over in 3 days. The day 2 and 3 were like they normally are. I had a little bit more spotting, like for the few days trailing after my period than I normally do. But based on that first day, I thought like, okay, buckle in. This is going to be one of those like 4-week periods that everyone talks about. And it was actually pretty okay in the end. And my cramping was not actually as bad as it normally is either. Though I tend to get bad cramping every other month, which probably means like one of my ovaries is fucked up or something. I don't know. Anyways, talking about periods, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to give you a TMI warning, so sorry if you didn't want to hear all of that. What else? I'm feeling good. I'm really liking how I look. I think I touched on this a little bit last week. you know, like myself, but better. And I don't want to say that if I were to stop losing weight right now, I would not consider the surgery a success. Like if this was as much as I lost for getting like weight loss surgery, like that would not be, I would not be happy with that. I would not be happy with losing 36 pounds. I lost that on the pre-op. I mean, it took me 6 months, but I did lose that pre-op, that same amount. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm totally happy where I am, but like, this is a okay weight for me. I want to be less, you know, I'm not trying to say like I'm done, but this is a weight where I feel good. Like I take, like I posted on Instagram today. If you don't follow me, link is in the description box below. But I was tagged for a stop drop selfie. That picture I took, like that was the first photo I took. I just like, and I'm like, yeah, good enough. And I posted it. Like that never happened to me 70 pounds ago. You know, it would be like 50 photos at like aerial angles so that this like chin thing would not be there. So that was just, you know, like I just feel like I'm okay at this weight. Like this is, I think maybe if I had been this weight, like if this had been my normal weight, instead of my weight, you know, at in the 330s, 340s, I wonder if I would have felt like I wanted the surgery so much. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm feeling good where I'm at. I'm losing, you can still see it in this angle, but I'm losing some of this double chin. Like I feel like it used to be like that, and now it's, which is not, like that's like my biggest insecurity, or one of my biggest ones, just like, because I've always actually really liked my face. Like I've always thought, you know, I've got a pretty face, you know, like all fat girls, we have nice personalities and pretty faces. But I've always liked my face. And so the double chin thing was always like my biggest thing. Like if only I didn't have that. Look how svelte I look. Okay, sorry. But that's exciting to see that that's kind of going away. Someone today at work noticed that I had lost weight. Like the first person who said something that didn't know I had the surgery. And I mean, for all I know, he knows somehow. But I didn't tell him, and I didn't talk to him about the surgery. And so he was just past my desk, and he's an awkward dude. But he was like, oh, you know, it looks like you've lost weight. And I was like, yeah, I have. And he's like, you know, yeah, you look good. And I was like, thank you. So that was cool. I haven't had anyone specifically, I haven't even really had people who know that I've had the surgery mention it too much. Which I don't at all think, I mean, partially because I'm still at that weight where I'm still big enough where I can lose a lot of weight, and you can't totally, you can see the difference if you see side by side, but it's not as drastic as when I get, you know, when you get to the lower weights and you lose a lot of weight. And partially some people who like know I have the surgery maybe are trying to be respectful and not like, or just generally, you know, there's always kind of like a weird line of when it's okay to talk about people's weight. Anyways, it was cool. That was the first time someone's really said something to me that didn't know I had the surgery. And then the other thing I want to talk about, just body-wise, is like, I feel like I don't even know how to say it, like, looser. So, like, I'll be, like, lying down in bed. And the cool thing is, like, I have, you know, the hanging stomach. I can definitely feel that that's, like, a smaller, which is cool. But, like, it also feels less, like, firm, maybe is the word. Like, I feel like my stomach is, like, looser. Like, I'm still fat, there's fat there, but, like, it's almost, like, more jiggly is maybe the term. I'm not quite sure how to, and I don't know if I'm, like, imagining it, but, like, sorry, I'm, like, groping myself. You can't see, but I am. But I just feel like, even my thighs, yeah, like, it's just, like, I feel like my fat is less firm. I don't know if it's because I'm losing weight, or if it's, like, preparing to be loose skin once the fat goes away, but, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Am I just, like, totally making shit up? I just feel like the fat on my, like, that's left on me is less firm. Like, I just feel softer. I don't know, I have no clue if that makes sense, and I just maybe am going crazy. I thought this was going to be a fast video, but it's 20 minutes. But I think that's everything I want to talk about. I'm I'm still feeling good. I'm still losing weight. I have a bunch of videos that I want to film, and I'm hoping that I'll have time now that what? I don't know. I'm hoping I'll have time to do it. I wanted to do my second what I eat in a day. I was going to try to do it this week, but because I'm doing stuff after work, my meal timing is kind of really irregular, and like I haven't been eating like I normally would. Like I've just been supplementing a lot more, like bars and stuff just to eat so I can get stuff in. So it's not quite a standard day, so I haven't really wanted to do that. It's a little bit more snacky just because I've been having to eat when I can. So maybe I'll try to do that next week. I want to do a meal prep video. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it this weekend because of all my stuff. So either this weekend or next weekend, I'm like gonna do it. And then I need to do my month 2 video, which I think I'll do on Saturday, and try to get that up. I wanted to do it Friday, but my stupid sister, she's like, I'm doing stuff on Friday night. I can't come over and take photos of you. It's very inconsiderate. Anyways, like I said, I think that's everything. As always, thank you guys so much for watching along. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. I got a lot of really lovely comments on my last video. You guys are all awesome. I've been trying to watch all of your guys' videos and comment on those. Of course, if you make a channel and I'm not following you, let me know and I'll try to find some time to sneak away and watch your videos. I'm all about the support. Making these videos has been such a great way to stay accountable. I feel like it's really going to help me stay on track and keep me motivated. And you guys are a huge part of what makes that possible. So again, thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon. Bye.